What up, everybody? It's your boy OS, and this is the Core Culture Podcast. We're back at it again. It is Sunday, the 7th. I had to check the date there. I was like, what the fuck? What day was it? So we're back at it, man. It's another amazing show. We were about 11 minutes late. Of course, I hate being late, but you know how things happen. We want to be so perfect, and we want to get the technical side down so good that, like, we waste this extra time. But fuck, the show's awesome later. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let's get into it this week. I know you see a lot of new faces. Don't worry. These are all amazing friends of mine. You guys have met them before. You know the homie Yo. What up, bro?
What's up, people? It's a pleasure to do the show today. We didn't get to do the last show, so it's been a whole 4 weeks. Miss y'all.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about that shit on the show this week, but let's get these intros knocked out, man. Frankie Hovers, what it is, bro.
What it do, Core Culture family. I know we have been disconnected as of lately, but this is a blessing for us to be back in the room together. I'm ready to rock some shit. Let's do this.
Hell yeah. And then I've got one last person. They're in the back over there. We're going to introduce an amazing guest this week. Her name is Danielle, a.k.a. the Cuzzo.
That's right.
What up? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I was like thinking of something like clever to say to bring you on, and I'm like, well, I know she's the cousin. I know her name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that, right?
I was
That's
like,
it.
I'm
Cool.
Danielle from Dallas. What's up, people?
All right,
I was
Dallas
already
Danielle.
trying to go with it.
Dallas Danielle
Hell
in the
yeah.
house.
That's it. That's
D
it.
from the
Awesome,
D.
man. Hell yeah. There it is. There it is. All right, cool. Everybody, so we got a lot to cover this week. I sent everybody some of the information, but I'm going to share it with the crowd this week. So we're going to be talking about the best albums of 22. We're going to be talking about Lil Wayne maybe coming out with another Carter. We're going to be talking about Q-Tip and making a new song, but I'm going to clip it right there. I don't want you guys to know everything. There's something about Andre, and you already know Ioani's going to have a lot to say about that. We're going to talk about Nori finally making something happen in his life he's probably wanted to do forever. And, of course, we got some more shit talk to have and whatever else we're going to come up this week. So
Oh, yeah.
hope you guys are ready, man. Let's hop into it. Best albums of 22. Now, I started looking at this list, and there was only very few people that I ever gave a shit about on it. The first one that I seen was Pusha T. It's Almost Dry. If you know Pusha T and you know what dope flows are, this guy is it, right? Like, you're going to get that raw Virginia flow, fucking dope as fuck. I don't know, man. Like, did you guys get a chance to listen? Do you know anything about Pusha T's album? You got any comments?
I do not.
No comments from Ioani.
Oh my goodness. Come on now, yo. Now, we gotta give a shout out to the Clips, because this is where Pusha T originated from, right?
There it is. There it is.
So, big shout out to the Clips. Definitely one of the most lyrical groups to touch a pen, and they've also sort of defined a style. So you know how, like, what's his name? Freeway. He has a style that nobody can really replicate, So to me, they're like that. They have this sort of style or whatever. But we're talking about the same guy that made a Arby's commercial, right? To battle
exactly.
McDonald's, right? Yeah. So I mean, look at that, right? The beef continues.
It's the versatility of the ability to do and say all the bars all the time. Doesn't matter the setting. That is what I'm talking about. So if we have anything or that should be in the best albums of 22, I'm definitely going to put his in there.
Okay. Wow. I didn't really get to think of any of the best albums of a 2022, but I will definitely have to agree with you there. I if I could just jump in real quick, I'm gonna put a quick vote in for Nems Bing Bong as one of the best hip hop albums to come out, and then I'll give the next one to Griselda, just only because they get like the default honorable mention prize every time,
Bro. Griselda is probably the best out of New York State, okay, that I've seen in a long time, all right? Because New York is bigger than just New York City, everybody. There's more out there. These boys are from Buffalo, and they spit bars, okay? I like all their solo albums too, man. I think Conway the Machine has done amazing. I think Benny the Butcher, he's like, he reminds me of like that Method Man flow. It's always that same kind of, tempered. He comes at you with it. It's the same thing every time, and I love it.
That's a good way to put it. The Method Man flow. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because like he comes like that, and you just know, you hear that voice and that cadence, and you know distinctively, you know what I'm saying, who he is, and he's got that style to him. So that's what I like. The other ones that I wanted to come on, I get honorable mentions for me anyway. I know you guys probably don't listen to this shit as much, but Kendrick Lamar, the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album, I really enjoyed that shit. I thought it was pretty good, man. I got to stream it, obviously. I don't know if you guys got a chance, but great stories. It was like this was like
streams, huh?
This is like his story album, I want to say.
Tired of paying for my music.
Well, I mean, yo,
bro,
give us a little bit, bro. This is something you should know dearly because you were just at the concert, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm supporting.
He was at the K-Dot concert.
So how was it? I mean, give us the I was there, experience.
Well, I was going through this little list. First of all, I didn't give two shits about it either.
You're working over there.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar is the only name on there that's like even worthy of mentioning. Really, it said they mentioned producers with Pharrell and Kanye, but that's a given. Those two are awesome anytime they touch anything. But yeah, I mean, the Donda album came out this year, and that wasn't mentioned on there. I mean,
All right, let's talk about that. What do you think, Yohani? Why do you think the Donda album wasn't on this list?
Well, I'm going to just assume that this is a bunch of young people that made this list, because there was a bunch of young people on the list and nobody I really know and give a damn about. But I mean, Drake, the young people love Drake. He's not on there. His album came out this year. I mean, who else was it? I can't think.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the people that aren't on the list. Okay, so Drake. Why do you think Drake's not on there? I mean, my thing is, I think Drake's that dance album he did. I think that's what you call this. I don't even. Do you guys got a name for this? I'm fishing right now. Fishing because there's no way. I don't have a
group album.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't come up with a good way to like explain that album.
I mean, recently, I've been listening to a little more Drake, and I have been enjoying him a little bit more. And
the dance music shit, really?
No, not that album in particular. Other stuff, but I mean, there was that one song on there that I bought. What's it called? Sticky. Okay. So that's a real nice. And some songs they don't get you. Most of the songs, I say, 80% of the songs that I listen to, I know in the first few seconds if I'm gonna like it. But every now and then, some songs will come through that you're like, you listen to it on the radio a few times, and you're like, yeah, I kind of understand and dig it now, and I like it. Yeah. That one happened to catch me on a meme or a story that I put up off of someone's Kevin Hart's meme, whatever you call it, him coming out dancing, grooving. So that song, I understood. It's kind of a fun song. It gets me in an upbeat, fun mood. So that's why I enjoy it. And his songs, they get you in a certain mood. They're not hardcore to me, and they're not hip hop per se in the sense that you would think, but hip hop has many forms, you know what I mean? So he falls under the hip hop umbrella. But if I'm going to compare him, of course, to my favorites, he doesn't come on the list, but I can't take away from the guy's talent.
Right.
He is dope. He from the moment he came on the scene, you knew his value, that he could sing and he can rap, and he's commercial, and he's with a very popular group. But other than that, if let's say he wasn't with Young Money, let's say he came out on his own, he probably wouldn't do as well, but I think he still would do well. I mean, he's got the talent with the singing and the hooks and the rapping. It's just his rapping, falls a little shorter, but it's all right. The guy's got enough to pay the bills. He's filthy rich. He's Drake, so good.
I mean, overall, I think so, right? I think early Drake is a little bit better than current and some of past Drake.
I listened to a couple of his songs recently that I can't remember which ones right now, but it was good. Not all he has some different sounds. It's not all poppy and R&B-ish. Some of it is a little harder. It's just not as hard.
What
as
about
you
the
would-
song with Jay-Z?
Which one? I don't know which one that is.
Drake and Jay-Z has one.
I don't know.
You didn't listen to that one?
I could doesn't come off the top of my head. Like I'm not a huge Drake fan or a Jay-Z fan like that. So
That's why I said it, because I knew you were gonna be like, nah, bro, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
listen
gonna
to
tell
that
you
one.
what. I'm looking at this list right now, and you know, there's a few names that I hear, but I don't hear like great music coming from this. You know, now,
I mean, I
Right?
can
You
tell
would be
you.
like, I think a lot of the people that are on this list. I mean, all right, look, the fact that Pusha T's on here is probably because he's got great marketing, and I mean,
somebody was owed a favor. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely put it out there, right? The other kid, Corday, he's really good. Corday's a younger kid, but he spits like, you know, up north bars like that. You know, like more of the boom bap style. I know about him, but not all his songs are what I listen to. You know what I mean? Like he falls in that category, but they're not at the top of my list. I picked out the ones that I know for sure I've actually listened to, and I can give you guys some feedback on. So if you're looking for some albums, you want some music, probably go that route. The honorable mention, last one, Rosalia. If you guys don't know who this is, it's this amazing singer. She's out of Spain. She does reggaeton, and she's amazing, bro. You guys have no idea. You gotta listen to her.
I could just tell you off of my recent purchases on my playlist, and let me see. Kanye definitely was on there, but I mean, as a whole album, no. I mean, if I'm gonna rate albums as a whole, it has to have several good songs. So that one has several good songs, but that's about it. That's the limit, like 3 good songs. And most albums from back in the day would be from top to bottom, you know, from the beginning to end. And that says something about the whole album and the journey that they take you on, the masterpiece that they put together to take you on this journey. And they don't offer that too much, but so I can't expect that too much. So at least if you got 3 or 4 good songs on there, I'm going to say you're doing good. And he did have those 3 good songs. So I'm going to say he's as a contender for one of the best of 2022. I'm not going to put Drake on that list, but who else? Who do y'all have? Anybody come to mind? I mean,
I don't know. I want to know what Danielle thinks.
I was just going through
Trying
the
to
list
put
with
me
her
on the
here.
spot. It was like we were scrolling
well,
through the
Danielle,
list.
let me ask
Well, because
you.
I mean, I want to hear her perspective. Obviously, she's, you know, heard
Hey,
this music
Danielle.
before, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How you doing? Listen, Beyonce just came out. That's a big name. I know it's not hip hop; it's hip hop related. But
Oh, she said hell no.
She has
the first
hip-hop
thing I
in-
seen was the note.
that was a negative. No,
Man,
okay.
I'm
listen.
so sorry. I'm probably like one of the only women that do not glorify B, Queen B.
All right.
I'm
All
not
right.
I'm not with her. I heard
Oh.
some of her songs. She sound to me, my own personal opinion is that she sounds like how she used to sound. It was real high pitch. It's not soulful. Now, when she was pregnant, say with Ivy, is that her name?
Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah, Blue Ivy.
Blue.
When she was pregnant with her, and after she had her, she had a deeper voice. It was more soulful. It's almost like she felt what she was singing. And I
Yeah.
feel like she's gone back to that high pitch and just I couldn't do it. I literally changed every song that came on from her off of that new album.
I'm with you, Danielle. Here, I'll kick off of what you said there. I mean, for me, I think Beyonce is very talented, and I would never go against saying that she wasn't good. But I'll say this: I feel that more soulful sound where she gets really sultry with it. It sounds a lot cleaner for me, right?
Yes.
But that sound, I think that higher pitch that we're going towards here, I think it's just them, you know, modifying the voice, man. I think it's the production. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the producers themselves are doing that to her instead of letting her just like go with that more soulful sound. I mean, for me, I agree with you. I think if we had Beyonce come back out and she's gonna sing a hook on some, I want that shit to be soulful, bro.
Right.
Like I want to feel it in my bones. You know what I mean? So like, you can probably, make her voice sound how you want. I think that it's a detraction, from what we feels good versus what she's trying to push towards, right? She's like going towards that older style, right? And maybe it's like her going back towards that because she's like trying to gain back some of what she had, a little bit of that traction. I mean, that could be a thing too, right?
I agree. I agree.
You know what's interesting about that, Danielle, that you bring that up is I have this thing about Beyonce's voice. And I notice it does morph and change every album. And I started to dislike her music when she was doing this raspy sort of yell, push the mic to its limits, so her voice wasn't smooth anymore.
That was ever since she got with Jay-Z. She got a little bit more hood. She got a little bit more raunchy, and her style completely changed. And there's nothing wrong with changing. It's unfortunate that, when you are a fan and you love what they did and they changed and you're like, okay, the new one's okay, but I loved what you did. It's like, can you go back to that? But that's not how it goes. That's how it's always been with me with Andre and Outkast and Big Boy. Every album changed and I was like, damn, but I was loving the old shit. And every one, I love the new shit, but I still wanted some more of the old shit. You know what I mean? It's like, my dream was if they could go visit each one of those albums and get in the zone and create some new music on each one of those, a couple new songs at each one of those times and those periods in their lives, come out with the greatest hits with some new tracks to each of those, times.
That's asking for a lot.
That would be like
you know what that is?
I don't give a damn. I'm putting it out in the universe. All right?
Yoani, you know what that is?
I'm manifesting that shit.
That's like asking for every map that Call of Duty ever made to be put into one game. That's what you're asking for. You're like, I want Call of Duty 1, 2, 3.
Listen,
I want.
That's my dream, and I can have a dream, and I'm gonna say it. All right. So now the other one, see, Eminem just came out with a new one, and I was like expecting, a new one, a whole bunch of new music. It was only one. It was only two new songs, and but those two new songs did wonders.
Those songs. It's a lot.
Those songs will smash anything out there.
You sent me a little clip, bro, and I was like, whoa.
Are we talking about the album that should be coming out for him, Curtain Call 2?
Curtain Call 2 is already out. I already got my 2 songs. All the other stuff I already had that I liked, and I've been jamming the hell out of those. So I suggest y'all go and get yourself what is it called? Fast Lane is the song, and the other ones with Snoop Dogg. Both of those tracks are fire. Okay.
All right.
You need to go get that.
NOS. What's your opinion of Eminem? Because you seem like you had a little bit of something going on there when he was mentioned.
I like M. I think
I'm glad you put him on the spot because he's always very nonchalant.
No,
he's always very kind of with M.
He's doing it now.
I want to put. Now, exactly. Now the mic's on you. We want to hear what you really think about Eminem.
Come on, Johnny Depp. We need your testimony.
No, I think Eminem's pretty good.
Pretty good.
He's always been
pretty
good.
out of there. There's nothing pretty
he's always
about
been
it.
good. I just I find what happens to me is exactly what happens to Yoani, right? Like I'll listen to the album. There'll be 2-3 songs, and I'm like, this isn't that good. Like these 3 songs are all right, but like it could have been better. Like you could have did more. You could have had
hating ass.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating. I'm not hating because even one of the last albums that Jay-Z, the Jay come out, which I love Jay. I didn't think it was that good. There was a bunch of songs on there I didn't like.
I truly think we have preferences. We develop relationships.
Of course. Hello.
We develop relationships with these artists. They're like our homeboys, once we get connected. And once they bring out a new album, like let's say Beyonce comes out with some new shit or Andre, if I'm already a huge Beyonce fan or a huge Andre, I'm going to love it a little bit more. I'm going to be a little bit biased. Yeah. I try to listen to with unbiased ears. No, I don't know what it is. I have always been my own trying to be the judge of the genre or the judge of
He's not
hip-hop.
biased, but he doesn't listen to Jay-Z.
No, I give the dude, I give the guy credit. I never take away from his talent, but we have our preferences.
I never said M wasn't good. I said he is good. It's not.
Yeah, but how good?
Like, I like his older. 10? I like his older music versus.
Is he in your top 10?
He's in my top 20.
All right, that's then you know for whatever reason you have a little something against him because
I don't.
for him not to be.
There was a lot more. There was a lot.
Tell us
lot
the
more
truth.
rappers that came out that I liked way before him.
Tell us
like,
the
way
truth,
before him.
Nas. What do you have against Eminem?
I don't have anything against him.
You have something for him not to be in your top 10. There's something wrong because this guy is number 1. But for him not to be at least in your top 10,
he's number 11.
Yoani, let me flip it on Nas here real quick.
Go ahead, man,
who's your favorite white rapper?
Favorite white rapper? Oh man,
ooh, this is a whole show waiting to happen.
There's a few. But if I'm gonna use one now, I'm gonna go with Action Bronson.
Who the fuck is Action Bronson?
That was actually a really good.
Oh my god,
pull,
bro.
Jeez, that was a really good pull.
dude.
I can't wait to hear Action Bronson. He better be the fucking hottest fire.
He is.
Yeah,
because
he's nasty.
For him to be even
bars.
mentioned above Eminem, there's something wrong with you. Listen,
I like Action Bronson style.
Will crush,
it's
crush
the boom
anybody
bap style
that you throw at him.
I like. That's the style I like. That's
I respect people. I
yelled at today by
I respect opponents. You know what I mean? I respect the rawness of an opponent. You know what I mean? Of going two men going at it. So it's rather it be in a ring.
Pause.
What? Rather it be in a ring, or rather it be in a fighting, or in a gladiator, or in a rap battle. There's something about
for sure.
Two
Hands
men
down.
just laying it out on the line and going at it to see who's the best. So
who's got the best bars?
Eminem will chew up and spit out any of these Bronson, anyone else you want to throw at
any
him.
of these.
Wow.
Even Andre 3000 would get swallowed up, spit up.
You think M's got bars for Andre?
He got bars for anyone on the planet, yellow, black, brown. It doesn't matter what color.
Let's just call verses right now, okay? Verses.
They don't have
if you're
anybody.
If you're watching,
they would have to put old Eminem.
Get him. All right, pay this motherfucker some real money.
The only person that could go against Eminem is Eminem. So if you want to versus old M and new M, all right.
Nah, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. That's too much of an extreme. Like that's like we're like right here, and you're like,
no, you're right here.
We're not out here. Yes. We're like right about
I'm over here and
where there are
here.
other rappers. All right, within M's league, he is not in a league of his own.
Name him.
Bro, I'll put Action Bronson against him. I guarantee
I can't wait
this
to
dude
hear
spits
Action Bronson.
Bars, bro.
Listen, Action Bronson can sound
There are
great.
other guys that are good out there in the world.
But what about the most obvious of all, the Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem debate? You know, what do you think of MGK?
Machine Gun Kelly is
I think
Garbo.
Machine Gun Kelly was
Garbo
little,
all the way around.
Like
we got
Garbo.
We got
Come
straight Garbos on Machine Gun Kelly.
he got a little a little baby.
Danielle's in the back like, fuck it, Kelly.
He got a little baby rapper.
It's a rap, guys. Running across.
What do you think?
Yoani? It's like, think about it. Just think about it.
He was like a little baby white rapper that just got slapped down by his adult, he can't even be a protege because he doesn't even come close. I mean,
I don't know, bro. I think that we don't know until they actually do it. So versus, I'm putting it out there in the universe. If you're listening, you with me.
The only person that I can see throwing down with even close to M, because M's going to come out with his fast rap would be Busta Rhymes because he's going to come out with his fast rap.
Okay.
So
but I mean, let's not make it about fast rap. Let's make it about bars, not how fast you can say them.
In the hip hop world, the fast
that's what
rap
a battle is.
Like,
right?
Listen, here's what has to happen, right? We have to acknowledge the fact that Eminem forced Machine Gun Kelly to change his genre. Okay, that alone says enough about a man right there. I mean, that's all you really need to know about putting him in the top 10. Now, going back to NOS real quick, you said there's 2 songs. You were like, there's a couple here. So what 2 songs do you remember from Eminem that drove you crazy? Now, you said, I don't like this shit. This guy's fucking nuts.
Man, I don't know, bro. That one song that he played was okay. That Yoani sent me. I thought it was pretty good. But
I just off this new one, and that's the
newer,
with the Snoop Dogg.
No, classic Eminem, bro. He's throwing his wife over the dock.
Classic Eminem. I mean, the Stan song, just Stan in general.
Okay.
If you just want to like talk about M's storytelling and his ability to like do shit like that, Stan. All right, best storytelling song ever. I'll give him that, hands down.
I give
It's
the
like
first.
it competes with what's this guy? Fuck with the patch, man. Fuck, what's his name now?
Slick
Holy
Rick.
Fuck. Slick Rick, the one where he tells a story. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that, like on that level, like it's that detailed. You really get, you know,
Yeah. You
a,
get
a
into
visual of what's actually happening. Like if you're there and he's like
Yeah.
telling you that he's seeing this shit
It's
happening.
immersive.
You know what I mean?
It's very immersive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Immersive.
Now,
There's the best
you know,
word right there.
He comes from a time where rappers were immersive. You know, you want to talk about, in
Yeah.
my opinion, the most immersive album of all time is The State versus Kirk Franklin, which is, I mean, not Kirk Franklin, Kirk Jones, which is Sticky Fingers, I believe's album, solo project. And it goes from the intro of the album to the end of the album, nonstop. Everything connects together. Each song ties into each song, you know. That's something that I think even Eminem hasn't necessarily achieved yet. Is pulling off the connecting storyline album, if that makes sense. You know?
That's a very interesting approach to an album. I've never seen that, and now I got to go research that shit.
Yes,
but
The Diary of Kirk. What is it? Kirk Jones.
Sticky Fingers of Onyx. So yes, he's a magnificent storyteller. One of the songs off of Onyx was Veronica. That's had its whole story and had you until the very end, like you watched a show or something, a movie. And it's
Danielle, you fuck with Onyx?
I do remember them.
All right.
Slam.
Anything
Let
like,
the boys be boys. Slam.
yeah, I
Wow, come
on,
anything
do me a
like
favor.
That's
Man, you gotta
good.
go ahead, man. Get your
Pick
words
me
in,
one.
Danielle. Come on, man.
The whole
We're here.
club
Get your words
scene,
in.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
there. I listened to it. It was wild, crazy. I'm all in.
Which,
All in on
here's a
Onyx,
good question
okay.
for Danielle.
Oh no.
Right? Which
Okay.
member of Onyx
Uh,
was the hottest? Was the cutest?
oh
Was the him?
hell no, none.
Really? No way.
Not
Come
never.
on. Come on. Fredro
Ooh.
Star?
No.
No, you don't
Let's
like him
go.
short with basketball jeans on? Basketball
like-
jeans? What the fuck?
What is
that? Nah to all of them.
Nah. I'll listen to your music.
What? You don't like
push
a
up on
guy with a
me.
crooked
You'll
eye?
be good.
Okay.
No.
all right.
I don't want to.
Damn. All right. You heard it first. Danielle's like,
There it
none of
is.
them motherfuckers.
There it
No.
is.
At all. Ever.
Wow.
All right,
Give
so
me
let's talk about this. How about Lil Wayne? Do you think Lil Wayne should bring out the Carter 6? He was teasing it at a concert because he was hanging out with Drake and Nicki.
I love Lil Wayne. He's one of my favorites of all time, and I'm excited to hear that he's going to come out with a Carter 6. But you know, I don't want to get too excited over people. You know what I mean? Because I get excited over a movie, I get excited over a new album, and then I listen to it or watch it, and it's like, So I just want to stay chill until I hear it or listen to, watch it, and then I make my get my excitement up
Because you gotta temper your expectations with these albums, right? Like a lot of people were talking about, holy shit, M's gonna come out, it's gonna be fucking amazing, all this shit's gonna happen, and I'm like, well, I don't know. And then I listen to some of the songs, and again, very talented. I didn't like the album as much as I like some of the older stuff he did. I'm not saying that he's not good. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's I'm getting old and I don't know. Like I don't want to hear the new shit. I want to hear, you know what I mean?
On his new album, just the 2 new songs on his new album were fantastic. So just the Donda album that had a whole bunch of songs that only had a few good hits. I mean, it compares to that because just the 2 new ones, both were smashes. And on Kanye's, there were 3 good ones on the album. So, you weigh it out. So he did a huge smart marketing move there to come out and rehash his old greatest hits album and come out with a couple of new ones, make some more money, which is smart. But, I mean,
why not though? He doesn't need to go on tour and bring out albums. So just drop some singles. You know what I'm saying? Like you think, all right, here. Do you think M truly needed to come out with an album right now? I think he did it just because he wanted to. I don't think he needs to.
I think he wanted to stay relative.
There's not like a necessity. Your boy.
The only thing that he
worried
did
about that right now
was being in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when they're in the Super Bowl, they try to ride off of that publicity. They get into a big moment and they ride that out a little bit and get some more money. So he didn't really do anything after the Super Bowl. So this is the first thing that he does since then. So yeah, he's gonna do something. They're gonna do something after the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the biggest viewed thing on the planet. So I would do it too. I'd come out with something, write a book, make a perfume, make a vodka
When do
bottle.
you think the Carter 6 will come out?
I don't know. If he teased it, that means it's going to be at least another 8 months. I mean, it's going to be a while.
What about you, Frankie? How long you think?
Well, I mean, typically albums drop in the summertime, right? So we're heading into winter now. You're going to get everybody who's putting out an album now is only trying to get those winter sales. So it's usually like the crap albums now. But the music industry, when they drop the true big shit, it would be in the summer. So I would imagine it's going to, Christmas is going to pass us by, and into next year, 2023, we get this, we're talking about Wayne, right? We're talking about
Yeah.
And in my opinion, probably one of the most improved artists of the last 25 years, going from somebody that I despised, didn't care for when he was with Cash Money, didn't really care for many of them, of what they were doing, to now being a fan. Like, yo, this dude is spitting in a way, when he said, what did he say? Baby, just make me come, then don't make a sound. Bro, that people cannot say that. Normal people cannot say that shit. You get what I'm saying? And he get away with it, and it's on the radio, and it's like, come on, bro. That dude is transcended, right? What do you think? You from Texas?
Yeah, Danielle, give us some feedback.
I say it all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's close enough. It's the same shit.
What do you think just goes along. She sings all the lyrics out loud. Make sure everybody hears
it.
Proudly. Hell yeah, that's how you do it too.
But Lil Wayne, I can only handle so much of his voice. I can't lie, but then there's certain there's certain verses that I'm like, okay, all right, I'm feeling that.
So what about his old shit, like the track I Feel Like Dying?
Wow.
Come on.
I couldn't. You would have to play it for me. I don't know.
Come on, that sample is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that one is more for a Lil Wayne fan. It's not a big name song, so you're not going to know it unless you were a Lil Wayne fan. So I know the song, and it's a good song, but it's not going to be compared to all his other stuff. And he's got such a variety of stuff, and on different topics and stuff. He is just an exceptionally talented rapper. And you're right, Frankie. In the very beginning, he's still legit. He was only like 16 years old. He's talking about The Block is Hot and Bling Bling and all those
bling,
were.
bling.
It's a different style, and I liked them, but they were different. I mean, it was only that time. After that, he matured. He became a better rapper. And
after he dropped that a milli.
No,
I am
exactly.
here.
No, I love
that song.
I think
that
it
was
came from when he got older. I feel like during that time, like when he was 16, I mean, Big Timer controlled everything. Like, we're gonna do this.
Plus, hip hop was different,
Yeah, I mean,
like, it was very divided then. You guys agree? Like, there were genres and
early
divisions.
early 2000s. The transition to the next decade of music.
That's true.
Mhm.
Good point. It's a good point. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, true.
Yep. Good point.
Like, he has more
I think
control to do what he wants.
Yeah, like I think overall, maybe you're right. His position, who he was with, the label at the time, before he was on his own, and then being able to spawn, Drake and Nicki from that, after he got his own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think overall, yeah. I mean, I think overall the maturity level for sure, you can clearly see it. Even in his latest songs that he brought out, I mean, it's definitely a different Wayne. Those particular tracks are important because, it was like defining early Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, if you were listening to what he was doing at that time, it was a lot about that. Like he said, the Block is Hot shit, a lot of the getting up out of that particular, situation and then trying to become something else, although he still talks about smoking weed and having fun and all that shit. And I think that he'll probably never get over that part of it. There's always going to be room for songs like
he's
that.
He's hip hop. He's Disney. I mean, he's hip hop's Disney version rapper. You know what I mean? He was a teen rapper. Like, you got Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake coming up in Disney and making it big. He was our Disney rapper there. but that's as close as Disney as we're gonna get.
So when you say, but when you
Disney
say
rapper.
Disney, you mean not Disney the man himself. You mean he's animated like a Disney.
No. I'm
Character.
saying like he started this when he was a teenager,
Uh-huh.
and you see all these other people that were started when they were teenagers. There's very few. You got Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears. You listen to their careers early on versus when they were older. You know, the poppiness versus more serious subjects
Right,
matter,
okay,
or
okay.
you know,
Disney
So,
bubblegum pop. I got it. I got you.
Wow.
he
Wayne, I'm
he
sorry.
he grew as a rapper, and he came out with 50,000 features, and that year is when he blew my mind. Like this guy, he's just freestyling off the top of his head, and people are paying him a bunch of money. Not everybody.
Wayne is a one of those guys that like he really came from like nothing, right? And then made it into what he has right now. A lot of the stories are like that, specifically the guys that are like super, get super famous and like are popular or whatever, right? The fact that he is still making music now, because I mean, how old's Wayne now? Fuck, how old's Wayne?
I don't know. Look it
You
up.
got to be in
Tell me
his
Wayne's
40s.
age.
Got to be in
How
his
old's
40s.
Wayne?
I'm gonna say late 30s,
Yeah,
maybe
I
early
believe
40s.
Give me your numbers before I get the exact one. Say
38.
38 for you.
I say
Danielle.
36.
Okay, Frank.
I'm going to say 39.
Okay.
So Price is right. These numbers are
Tell him
Take
what
a
he's
look.
won, Bob.
Let's take a look. So
Come
Wayne
on
was born.
down.
He is 39 years old. Give it up to Ioane. Was off by 1. Wow.
I said 39. What the fuck? Give it up to Frankie Hubbers.
I know. I was just fucking with you, man. Good job. Good job, bro.
Yay.
Good shit. Right on point.
Yeah, I'm over here doing
Good
the
shit.
Win a
radio
beer.
chats. I got a beer.
Look, if
Oh,
we,
well.
For the-
It's for
bro,
later.
if I had a
Take the prize.
prize, I would just virtual. Just take that. Okay.
We were all pretty close.
No,
'Cause I did say 40 at
everybody,
first, but I
everybody was
changed
like
it.
within
Yeah.
the range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Within 5
yeah,
years. That was
yeah.
perfect.
But tell him how old Eminem is,
Oh.
or
he's
Dr. Dre is. Those
40
are some old dudes.
44
there.
years old.
Who? Eminem?
Em-
46.
yeah, we're like,
He's 46. Yeah, he's like 46, 47. He's
46
actually-
is our final answer over here at the
nah,
Flying
man.
Junkies
M
headquarters.
is 49 years old. You guys.
Oh, wow.
Is he?
49.
Wow.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
outta
he's
here.
gonna- he's gonna be 50 soon, man.
No,
I know
wow.
Dr. Dre's already in his
Holy
freaking
shit.
50s.
Nah, Dre's in
Yeah,
his
Dr.
50s.
Dre in his 50s already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this 49, you guys.
Wow.
Still putting out music. Some dope shit too.
Some
Okay, there you
dope,
go.
dope
Amen.
shit that will smash everybody.
There you
That's
go.
why I'm so proud of the people that came out of the 90s. You got new music from Redman that was hard as shit, called So Cool. I sent that to you. Man, that guy is so talented. And this Lupe Fiasco one that I was excited about, I didn't like. It was only one good song on there. It was,
Yeah.
So you can't get too excited. You got an album coming out and you get all hyped up, and then it's not what you think it is. That one didn't do it. I got one
Yeah,
song off of it.
You hopped on the hype train and it.
You got even the
derailed.
DMX. The DMX was at the beginning of the year. That one had one
Yeah.
good track on it. I was
Yeah.
expecting that one to be fire.
You can't always expect to get the best thing out of everything, right?
Yeah.
What I will say is this though. All right. If Wayne drops the album, I'm definitely gonna give it a listen because I think he's just a great artist in general. But fuck, man, enough of Lil Wayne. Wayne, if you're hearing us, come on the show, bro. We can talk about the album
There
if you
you
want
go.
to. Okay. But let's talk about Andre 3000 because this is gonna be
Ooh.
Ioane's favorite topic tonight. So he's making some songs, Ioane, 4 new songs for the A24 movie.
Bring it.
A24. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
For the A24 movie.
Ooh,
I was
shit.
like, hey, okay.
Oh, that's controversial.
He's already an
Yeah.
actor. He's already established himself. He's gotten his respect from the Hollywood, and I'm excited to see anything this guy does. I mean, he can.
I mean, man, I can't play this, can I?
He can
we'll probably
fart
get
a
taken
lullaby
down if I play
CD.
this.
and I'll buy that shit.
I was gonna try and play the little sound clip, but they'll probably take it down, and then I won't be able to post it on YouTube.
Yeah, you've been knocking me too lately. Fuck you.
Can't do shit, man.
Big shout out Andre 3000.
There you go.
But anyway, so I knew you'd be excited, Ioane, because
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
when's the last time we seen Andre put out some dope music, man. Just anything.
Well, he came out with a feature with Goody Mob on their
No,
album.
I'm talking about his own music, just his music.
He hasn't had his own music since Hey Ya. That was his last time.
That was like the
He
90s.
said he didn't want to make music. You know?
Wasn't it the 90s when that came out?
No,
it was in the 2000s.
No, that was way later.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I saw him in an interview with
maybe mid
Rick
2000s.
Rubin. You know, him and Rick Rubin
the
had
Rick
an interview.
Rubin
and he was saying how he didn't want to do music anymore. He's like, I'm saddened by it. I'm not. It doesn't do anything for me. You know. I mean, you got to remember too. This is someone who was with Erykah Badu for many years. He lived in a very musical world. You know, Outkast, Dungeon Family. One of the first. You could argue one of the first musical hip hop groups that used real instruments aside from the Roots. True. You know. They were singing on a lot of their songs, sort of rhyme singing. So, you know, I don't know. I think Andre sort of went through a like music depression where he felt maybe a lot like we do on this show, where it's like, oh, music don't make me happy anymore. I'm not excited about this, so I don't want to contribute to this. You know, not only that, think about all the people that are trying to pull him on a track. It's all going to be new age shit. It's all going to be trap music and shit that he may not even. He may be like, I can't help you with that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. Exactly.
Right.
Not only that, my last thought on Andre is it's a lot like when you pull a vintage car off the road. You know, they don't make these anymore. That makes you more valuable in a way.
True.
If that makes sense, you know. So.
Oh yeah.
I definitely can understand the logic of being a champion and exiting when you're at the top. But no one says that's your top. You're selling yourself short. You don't know what the top is. You just keep making shit and stop fearing what people think. That's the problem with this world. People worried about what everybody thinks too much and it's going to tarnish the name you've built. How about just keep with the core of it and the love of what brought you to the game and go with that. Don't worry about it because you didn't worry about it then. You were just having fun with rapping in the dungeon with your boys and that's it.
But you know what, man? You know why, Yohani? Sorry, Nas. But you know what?
No,
you know why,
Yohani?
Yohani? That's kind of a selfish viewpoint. It reminds me a lot of people who say to me, Frankie, how come you ain't doing music anymore? You know? And I say to them, well, you don't know that I'm not doing music. I'm just not giving you music, you know? And they get very like, no, you have to be making music all the time, bro. You don't understand, you know? And I get this kind of like, wait a minute. Whoa. That's selfish of you to have to force me to continue to make music just because it makes you happy. You know, to me, Andre 3000 is not that kind of artist. If you want that kind of artist, go see The Weeknd. You know, go see people who just make music to make music. DJ Khaled just makes music to make music. You know, Andre 3000 is a art piece.
He is like
mantle,
exactly.
You know,
he is like the
he knows it.
The Joaquin Phoenix of rap. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Joaquin Phoenix of rap.
Very nice.
Dang.
He doesn't give two.
Applause for that. That was good, Yohani.
He doesn't give two fucks about social media or worrying about all these things because they get in his head and he's already in his head enough. And you know, you got this guy that he likes, like Joaquin, who make these art pieces and get into character and stay in character, and it's about the art. And Andre is an artist, so I can relate. And he is about the art and expressing himself and staying passionate about what he's creating on. And if he doesn't feel the passion, then he just doesn't do it. So he hasn't felt the passion for hip hop coming out with anything new to say. But I know in listening to the Rick Rubin interview that he's just got a lot of stress and weight on his shoulders from what he's created. And I just wish I could tell the dude, bro, just give me a hug. I don't want you. I don't want you to think I'm selfish. I'm grateful for everything that you've made, but I know damn well you got the talent. You can't tell me that you're old and hip hop is the young man's genre. That's bullshit because you got all these rap gods from our 90s genres, you know, our time, still today crushing shit. And I know he can still today crush shit. This guy is so talented. I disagree.
You know what I think he would say?
What?
You know what I think his response would be, Yohani?
What?
It would be like, if you married a chick like Erykah Badu, had kids, watched her go off and bone everybody in the industry, go off and be a major success. If you had your partner break up with you to the point where everybody's, where's Outkast? Where's Outkast? Very selfish fans, you need to make another Outkast album or we hate you, you know? When you have him responding to you like that, saying, I've been through hell and back. I've lost rights to my music. You know what I mean? I've gotten older. Women don't look at me the same. Kids don't look at me the same. I can't make music the same because everybody wants to auto-tune this and Dungeon Fam. You know, that would, to me, would be his response to you. What would you say to him at that point?
I would say, Andre, the only person that's not looking at themselves the same is you. You don't look at yourself the same. We still look at you the same. We still hold you up on that pedestal. We think you are a god. We love you. Please make more music. I'm excited to hear your new shit. Anything you do, I support it. You're an awesome person, not just an awesome rapper. And that's it, bro. Stop hating on yourself. Stop worrying about what other people think. Make trash if you want to and learn from it and grow from it. Don't worry about making something that's going to tarnish your name. Your name is so up there that you can shit on 5 more albums, pure garbage, and it won't even mess up your name. Okay? You were one of the best to ever do it. You will always will be, at least in my view. So go make garbage if you want to. I know you won't because you're that talented.
Need to clip this.
Yo, I'm saying,
send it to Andre.
This is Yoani the therapist.
Yo, we are going to put you on a plane and send you to his doorstep, and you are officially his hype man. That's it.
It's a TV show.
I think about him.
Really. What was
I
that? What's
think
that
about
black
him
lady
more
that
than y'all know.
Yes.
She listens to you talk, and then she says, "What's wrong with you? Is this? You're that guy, Yoani.
You are.
You're that guy. You could be fixing artists, bro. You could be like the
Yanni,
the
just,
A&R
you know what?
psychiatrist.
You got that. You got that touch.
We just send him out there. He has a conversation with Andre. 2 months later, he says he's putting out an album.
Project is
you're
done.
Right. And
Project
it's done.
done.
It's already
Done.
complete.
18
It's like
songs
done because he
complete.
just one conversation.
That was it.
Hey, what's that? That's me
Got
on
him.
Andre's dick.
Got him.
I'm like, how'd you get him to come out that album?
Oh my god!
Do you really
Hey.
want to know?
I don't know, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna have to put rated R on this episode.
It's a special touch. It's a special
Yeah,
touch.
that's the different kind of therapy that I was thinking. But hey, you know, whatever works. Right?
Whatever works.
As long as we get the album.
Damn, dog.
He just took that last
He's
comment.
like, I'll do anything. You will understand.
Anything you want.
I want this album. I will do anything.
Remember what movie was that? He was like, "I'll do anything, man.
I'll suck your dick."
Yeah.
Fridays? Friday?
No. That was on Menace to Society.
You know
That was
what you guys get for that, man? We gotta give him this right here.
I don't do no. I don't hear it though.
You guys didn't hear the clapping?
No.
Come on, man.
Oh, here you go.
Tell me you heard it. Oh, damn it, man.
It's gonna be
I
a
had
different.
the clap sound ready and it didn't play. Fuck.
We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on it.
It's gonna be a different
gonna
clap
be as-
sound.
It's definitely not gonna be as effective, man. Shit. That is sad, bro.
No, but for real, I think about Andre more than y'all know.
Obviously. Obviously,
I
you're
think
ready.
about-
listen.
Pause.
I think about that conversation all the time.
Yoani got the shrine with the candles. There's like
for
every
real.
Andre 3000 picture you could
Pictures.
find in a 20-mile radius on his
I mean,
wall.
you saw the last painting.
There's a dead chicken.
You
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
last painting I did, right?
Yeah, the paintings are dope, man. You got to show them the paintings.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh,
You've
I
been
wanna
getting
see it.
down, cousin.
I haven't seen it. Let me
You've
see.
been getting down, bro.
You
I've
seen
been
him on
following,
Insta?
Yeah, man.
Look at that
I've been
shit.
following along, bro. You've been
So
getting
beautiful.
down, man.
The burlap one was the best one, I think, because he painted it on something that's not a standard canvas or your like your regular medium to paint on, and it looks amazing. Swear to God.
Thank you.
It's
I have it
really
right
it's
here
really
with me.
beautiful. It's really beautiful.
So
Yeah,
you know
burlap
what
right
your
now.
you know what your magnum opus is gonna be, right? I painted this on the skin of Andre 3000. Put the lotion in the bucket.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
This is the Halloween show, by the way. We're pre-recording it months ahead of time. Okay.
Oh my God. Jeez. Amazing. All right. So overall, the words for Andre is positivity, bro.
And I'll suck your dick.
Oh my God. That's it. That's it. I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on.
That's gonna have to be the title.
That's
of the
gonna be the
show.
title. This one's rated R. Amazing.
It'll be like I'll
Well, shit,
suck
man,
this
let's,
podcast.
Oh
Man, funny stuff, bro.
That is
What
so
you got?
good.
What you got, NOS?
all right, fuck, man. Let's go. Next story here. So this one's kind of cool. So there used to be this group called Capone Noriega.
Oh yeah.
Noriega, or Nori, as most people say his name or call him by, finally got his license at 44 years old. What do you guys think of that?
Typical
I don't
for
really
a New
give
Yorker.
two shits.
Yes, Danielle's like, my New Yorkers. Yes, let's give him some props.
Typical
He
for a
fucking
New
did it.
Yorker.
Yeah.
Typical for a New
I mean,
Yorker.
look at it.
Spike Lee.
When did
Spike Lee.
well,
Same thing.
You only get it.
Why
when
would
it's
you need to
necessary.
drive though? I mean, like you can literally ride the train everywhere.
There you
He's
go.
always
Why
been
would you?
driven.
Your public transit system is shit tons better than anything Florida has.
Yeah, but they're
Facts.
He was a New Yorker, and then he became famous, and then he was driven everywhere. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I mean, exactly. You're gonna have a chauffeur, but I mean, the fact that like you own all these vehicles, and he's got like 30 cars or some shit like that. He was saying, and he's never been able to drive one.
I enjoy to drive.
Seriously.
That has got to be the saddest thing ever. It's like you
Yeah.
have this amazing toy, and I can't play with it.
You know who?
Like, I can't,
You
like,
know
take
who
it out.
else was like that? Steve Jobs was like that. I don't know if you
Jobs?
guys know that? Yep. Steve Jobs
Damn.
rode around with no license and no license plate on his car, and it was well known that he would get pulled over constantly, and he began a rapport with the police, and of course we know he's wealthy, and of course he's driving around in like an F1 McLaren, so. You do the math on it, you see where it goes. It's worth it to write him a I want to be your friend ticket than it is to go, motherfucker, you're going to jail. You know what I mean? You'd rather be his buddy at that point. Spike Lee, like I mentioned earlier, also New Yorker, no license. So I have cousins that are that age.
Yeah.
I won't say her name, but I do have another female cousin in the family. She doesn't have her license to this day. That's typical for a New Yorker. You know what
That's
other
typical
city?
for Puerto Ricans. Y'all have about 15,000 cousins.
We put 15 in the wagon, no problem, bro. But you know what other cities going down this road is Miami. Miami's becoming that way too, where you don't really need a license to get around. They have their metro rail, their Uber systems, and all these things are real. So
yeah, they're starting to get into place. But I think that any city that grows beyond the need for like your own transportation, I don't know. I think economically it makes more sense, right? It also saves the planet, Ioani. Less carbons in the earth and shit. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit out. If everybody was just riding like electric trains or
Why'd
cars.
you throw my
or
name
whatever
out
the fuck.
there?
Because I know that you're like Greenpeace.
I am.
And that's amazing. I love that part about you. But I'm just saying that like some of these things are pushing us towards that, right? Like we're really gonna. I mean, maybe not in our lifetime. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I might at the very end I might see it.
They had a train that Rick Scott derailed, literally. That was supposed to go through to Orlando, down to Miami from Tampa. I was going to connect us all, that fast train.
Our own bullet train.
Yeah. And he messed that up. I wish DeSantis would approve that.
They should have just gave it to us. Could you imagine that? I mean, it'd be like a giant. Oh, God, man.
It'd be smart. That's what it would be.
I mean, just stops all the way down though, like throughout all the cities, right? Like you gotta like, or
you
just
imagine
make it
being
like
down there in like 1 hour.
Could you imagine having enough of those to where you could be like in like Key West in like 30 minutes?
Imagine you could be in Key West in 2 hours. I'd be down there all the time.
Nah, I mean, I want to get there faster. I want like Japanese bullet train. I want to get there like, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah,
Japanese bullet train too slow. What about Hyperloop, bro? You might as well go for the gold.
Well, I mean, you know what? If fucking Elon, hello.
Yeah.
I need you to get this shit done,
no, you're
bro.
right. You're right. It's still a semi-prototype.
Yeah,
You're
tell Elon to make that shit work and get all the approval, because he was gonna do that shit in Cali, wasn't he?
Yes, he has a 2-mile stretch there. Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna do that shit in Cali anyway. So if he can get that shit to work everywhere and make it affordable,
yeah.
Keyword is affordable.
You know what they're gonna do with the Hyperloop, right? You know what my theory is? This is a precursor to space elevators.
you'd think so? Like we just fucking and we warp up there. Boom.
Yep.
We're gonna have a
straight
space-
up,
a
tube
space
straight
hotel.
to the planet, bro, and just
Like it just digitizes us. We go up the little
no.
light beam.
Charlie in a
The
chocolate
same
factory?
hyperloop you're sitting in that goes whatever million seconds per whatever.
Oh,
the
it's
heck.
just gonna I'm in
Just
my little
pointing up.
my little
You're gonna get
I'm in my
sucked
little
up.
tube.
I mean,
and
they're
I
claiming
get
they
fucking
they're claiming they could do it
vacuum
already,
shot.
bro. That would suck,
get vacuum
man.
shot up there to the space station.
Imagine how your kidneys would feel. The shit
Oh
you
my
go on there like your
gosh.
bladder's all
Oh.
squished. You're like, you know what I mean? 3 or 4 G's.
Could you imagine
hitting
getting
at
stuck
once.
on one of those?
Oh.
It's like it went up
Where?
about
Where are
700-800
you?
feet, and then that bitch gets stuck.
No, hell no. Hell to
And,
the
and then
no.
like you can't see anything because it's just it's a cylinder. So could you imagine? Oh,
No.
We're sorry.
goddamn.
You're
There's going to be
claustrophobic,
a small
forget about it.
technical
yeah,
delay.
exactly.
It's going to take
Claustrophobic
3
people right now.
days to
Sorry,
get you a
everybody. Sorry, I
technician.
know it's a horror.
I just died.
But all those shits, and I mean, and
All
think of
those shits, exactly.
imagine the music that they would play on that particular the particular shoot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you had to get a chance to pick, so I'd be like hip hop because
It'll
if
be a
I'm
hoop,
stuck
there
in
it
this
is.
bitch, I'm at least gonna listen to this shit.
That could be torture, though. Be careful what you wish for, you know?
It is gonna
Could you
It'll
imagine?
be jazz.
They fucking put Coolio on, and I'm stuck listening to that the whole
Hoop, there
time.
it is.
Sorry,
Thought you
Coolio.
knew.
It's like heavy metal covers of Vanilla Ice and shit. you
Oh
know?
my god.
Oh god damn.
Ice, baby. You're
Like,
what
oh
the
my
fuck?
god.
If you
How
got
long
to
is this
pick-
ride?
If you got to pick your workout song or your fast paced song, what would it be? I think Monster for me, Eminem. Yeah.
A fast-paced song? What is the fast-paced song for? So if we're stuck on the elevator,
Yeah, you're gonna stuck
Stuck
on
in
the
it,
elevator
or-
there.
Traveling on the elevator.
Magic Mike.
Just
DJ
traveling.
Magic
Yeah.
Mike.
some of that.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I can choose any fast music,
No,
or it has to
nah.
be like hip-hop
Whatever,
related.
any genre.
Oh, bro, then I would drop some like
Heavy metal.
drum and bass, some Pola and Bryson, Alkaline, that album. Oh, so good.
Planet Rock, bro. It's like legendary. You can listen to that
There you
shit
go. Yeah,
for
yeah,
20,
yeah.
30 minutes
will say
straight.
it's gonna
2
last the
hours,
whole ride.
2 hours of Planet Rock.
I know, right?
Never gets tired. You
The
know?
first verse is like 20 minutes.
We
When
know
does this
a
song
place
end? It's like 3
out in
hours long.
space.
Don't worry.
We're good.
You remember back then the songs like there was like they were just like 5-minute songs, you know? The DJ and he would have that extended mix,
Oh, yeah.
you know? That was
Oh,
a thing back then.
Oh, yeah, 8 minutes and 37 seconds of
Yeah,
pure
bro, we're
Planet
like
Rock.
into it. We're like, wait a minute,
Roller
bro.
skating
the
songs.
What is this?
That's one thing that I love. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about Dungeon Family and Outkast and Goody Mob and all them, and the way they created music, and they wouldn't stay in any box. You know what I mean? They'll bring instruments, singers. They produce stuff for this music that got the attention of the regular, music industry, and then
They're
thought,
awesome.
okay, these guys are onto something. Let's pay them a shitload of money and have them create some more albums. But then they choked and they got, starstruck. I don't know what the hell happened, and they gave them their money back, which is crazy. They didn't have to give them the money back. I would have figured it out. You give me, all the millions of dollars, $20 million, I'm going to figure it out. Trust me. That will motivate me enough. We're going to get this shit done. But
What
'cause they
can you
have
What
the
can you do
talent.
for $20?
Shit? Not what you're thinking.
That's only for Dre.
Got him. All right.
Shit,
No.
you might be able to buy one drink.
Hey.
I need at least $2,000, man. At least.
I mean,
You need to add some zeros.
I don't go out enough, but last time we went to a little spot, and the girl was like, "Yeah, 15," and I was like, "What? Wait, what?
$15?
How much?"
$15?
And then I was like, "Excuse
Every
me," and
time
I reached out, I grabbed the cup, and I slowly pushed it back to her, like, "I'm okay." And then I walked back, and Yoani was like, "Bro, how much are the drinks?" And he's like, "I'm like 15." That was
Yeah,
rough, man.
yeah,
that
that's
day.
Chicago
That was the
prices.
hardest day to
That's
hang
normal.
out. That was the hardest day to hang out.
That's normal.
It's crazy.
You
hear
know.
this?
Crazy.
That's normal.
man.
From
Nah, there's spots-
from the
there-
race
nah, there's
that
spots
gets
that can-
free drinks. That's normal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I can get free drinks, but I'm more than happy to pay for my own sweet.
That's crazy that you're like, damn, you know what I can get for $15?
Danielle's giving us both sides, okay? You know,
I
she's
will pay for
strong,
my drink.
independent woman.
If
She
I
can get her
see-
own damn drinks.
Yeah, if I see a fine
Okay.
man, I'm more than willing to buy him a drink. I will pay those.
Shit,
Has-
there it
no,
is.
no. Has
There it
that
is.
ever happened?
The
Yes, it has.
progressiveness. I love it.
Wow.
There it is.
I'm surprised.
Danielle, you're cool as fuck, man. Don't let these motherfuckers fuck with you, okay?
I enjoy
NOS.
it. I enjoy the badger.
NOS, big bro, NOS,
Yeah.
the bully holding it
I'm
down.
telling you, man, because Nah, but I mean, I think all those things make sense, right, for us as a society. So when we look at all these things, we're like, well, man, how much things are costing? Where are we going to go watch our next show? Can we do this thing? I mean, they changed everything, man. After the whole Corona thing, like the last time I went to a concert, I went through like 4 different people before I even got into the door.
Speaking of, I know you
kinda
were
rough.
asking me about the concerts. I went to the Stephen Marley concert.
There
which
it is. Yes.
It's always a pleasure to watch Stephen Marley in a small venue, or any artist in a small venue, because it's more intimate, more connected. You're like closer. The only thing is this one shitty ass pole that was right there. This one shitty ass support beam that was holding up the damn roof.
Oh.
And it was right there where he's standing. It was
Damn
like,
architects.
Fuck.
and I'm like, if I move to the right, he's in the view of the pole. So I had to stay where he's on the left of the pole the whole damn time. If you see my my posts, you'll see like, oh, that's the pole. But it was because it was so damn
You should have
hot.
contorted.
It
You
was
should have
so
just
damn
contorted
hot.
your arm around the thing like this, like
Climb the pole.
come
If
around
I
it
was-
like that,
If I was by
and then
myself,
put the camera there. Would have been.
no, the pole was several feet away.
You weren't next to the pole. Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
no, the pole was several feet away. It said it was a
shit.
perfect spot where the farthest that I could be close to the stage and still feel the fan, because it's hot as shit. I mean, it was an outdoor venue, and there was, obviously no air conditioning.
So
hot
it's
as
hot.
shit.
It's hot, and you got a pole to deal with.
It's hot, so I'm like standing in the view of the fan and the pole. So I had to choose either get a better view and sweat my balls off, or get a warm breeze and get a view of the pole. So I chose the pole and the warm breeze, and
Should've got your
that's where I
money back.
stayed all night. So
Damn.
anyway, Stephen, though,
The warm
actually,
breeze and the pole.
after when I posted that live that night, Stephen himself actually liked it, which is awesome. I mean, I don't know if it was
Oh, wow.
himself. It might be somebody he is
Wow.
working for him, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was him. And then the next day I commented, and it was like, bro, it was a pleasure, blah, blah, blah. And he gave me a little heart with a prayer hands. And so I
Did you
felt
check
like,
for a blue check? You got to check the blue
no,
checks, bro.
that was him. I mean,
All right.
that was his page. I don't know if it was him.
His assistant
It could be his
gave you a couple
assistant.
emojis.
He gave me some stuff that gave me the good warm fuzzy
That's
feeling.
awesome, man.
That's dope, bro.
You gotta love that feeling,
Small
though. I mean,
world,
I'm
yeah.
not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Stephen Marley, man. I haven't. You know what? The next I already have my ticket. I'm going to the Cypress Hill concert.
Nice.
It's in October. Okay.
Going to Cypress Hill, and we're going to Nas and Wu-Tang.
Nas too. Yeah. Fuck. Gotta go do that too. Got a lot of concerts this year.
September is Nas and Wu-Tang. Frankie's like, man, you should become a roadie. You're out on in this.
Yep,
on
Well,
these
we keep
shows.
inviting you, Frankie. It's not like we're like doing it on
No,
our own. We're like,
no,
bro,
no.
come be a
I know
roadie
you
with
haven't.
us.
I know. I want to, man. I want to. I'm working on I'm taking care of some bills, quote unquote, we'll call them, And once
He's
that's
gonna
taken
be,
care of, I'll have some play money, We can do
Okay.
He's
that
gonna
kind of
open
shit.
up his own restaurant.
Nah,
I see him making these chef dishes that I'm like, damn, my mouth is watering. They look so damn good.
I get down to kitchen.
He does not play around.
Hey, when
There's
we
no-
go to Frankie's, I know he's gonna cook for us. It's just gonna be fire.
Yep.
when he
Frankie,
said
Hot
burgers,
Pockets and
we didn't
Pringles,
know.
baby.
Damn right.
when he said
Damn right. With the
hamburgers, I
fucking
bet
cheese
you-
whiz dip too.
Got
Hey,
you, bro.
I bet you
Got
those
you.
burgers he made were special stuffed with some special.
It's a
He
it's
put
a
like all the
50
herbs and
what is
spices
it,
within the
60-40
cheese. And then
mix.
this
stuff
guy, he does
Wait,
not
can you
play
do a
around.
stuffed burger? Hold on. Can you do a stuffed burger?
Yep, you sure can.
Oh, Frankie,
Some blue
man.
cheese in the middle with a little garlic, bro. I
He
don't know if
is a
that's your
chef.
thing.
I can't wait.
So what do you do? You get the blue cheese, and then you like put it in a pestle, and then put the powder into it, like the garlic powder, and then you make the paste, and then we fill
Real
that
garlic.
paste. Put it in. Yeah. So I'm saying, but you mash it into a paste. You with me?
Yeah.
So that when you take that and you mix it all together, we put that into the meat, and then that becomes its.
Put it into the center, yeah. And then as you cook it kind of melts in.
Like that egg yolk thing. You ever seen that people do that with the bread? They cut the little, and then they put the egg yolk thing in the middle.
I thought you were saying an egg yolk in a burger. I was like, ooh,
that
shit.
too.
That would have been dope. Like a fried egg inside of a burger.
Where they cut the hole out of the middle, and then they cook like a burger donut, and then they put the egg down inside.
Right.
And they, I mean, I like it. I like it where it's still liquidy, but I've seen some people where they'll flip it so it's like, over medium or hard or what. Yeah, hard.
You like it sunny side up.
No, I want that shit to be liquidy. I want it liquidy.
Like it's sunny and runny.
Juicy.
Oozing.
Nice and juicy.
I'm like Anthony Bourdain. I'm like an egg whore.
Right? He gave you the food porn. Food porn for real.
Yes. Put an egg on anything, I'll eat it.
Bro, shit is fire. Well, fuck, man. Let's get to the end of the show. All right, everybody. I'm going to say goodbye here to everyone who tuned in this week. As always, we appreciate it so much. Remember, you can check us out on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/ZCM. You donate that dollar. It keeps us ad-free and entertainment full. You can follow the show over at Core Culture Pod, P-O-D, on Twitter and on Facebook. And then you can check out Zero C Media over on Instagram. And then, of course, me, you can find me at The Real Noslin everywhere. Yoani?
Well, you can find me at Rodriguez Photo and Art, Facebook and Instagram, or hip-hop_podcast also on Instagram. But what about that last story? You're going to just skip that one today?
Yeah, we're done. I think we really talked about everything we wanted.
What about who's listening?
Shit, the who's listening. Let's get to it. Hold on, I got that segment for you. Now everybody's going to sit here and wait, you guys. Just sit there. Don't worry.
While you're waiting, I'll tell you about the other concert I went to recently, and that was The Weeknd. And I don't feel very connected, because I'm like, this is the farthest that I've ever been away from an artist. It was in a stadium. He filled out almost the whole stadium, the Bucs Stadium, and I was at the very top, as high as you can go. But it was still entertaining, even though it was so high up, because I've been to other concerts, and if you're not close to the people, it feels like you're just disconnected. But it was interesting. I mean, I wasn't as connected because I'm not these young people. Like, it was a diverse crowd, but it was a lot of young people, and they were really getting into it. I like The Weeknd, but I'm not, like a huge fan like that. It was. I
mean, I think The Weeknd's talented.
He definitely is talented.
Is he in my top 20 list of R&B singers that I'm gonna put? No. But I think he's talented.
He's definitely talented. He's got an awesome sound. I just happened to, wanted to try to spend some quality time with my daughter, and then it turned out to be that the whole family
Weeknd concert.
My wife, son, and daughter went, and we enjoyed it. But I got me being a cheapo, parked at the Burger King. Don't park at the Burger King, and pay for your $35 for parking. I mean, I was like, damn, I already spent all this money, because they're like, all right, $25 for a ticket, but then after you pay all your fees in there, it's like $80 extra just in fees. That's crazy. It went from $100 to $180, and then I had to pay another $35 to park. So I tried to get it free, but when I went back, my car wasn't there. It got towed. I had to pay another $150 to get the car out. Spend another 2 hours trying to get it out. So just pay the damn
Sounds
parking.
like you spent the weekend getting your car back.
All right, so let's end the show with this week's geography. This is everybody who tuned in this week. Let's give a shout out to Florida. We've got Tampa listening, Riverview, Orlando, Winter Park tuning in this week. We've got Kansas. We've got St. George in Utah. We've got Beijing in China. So shout out to all you people who tuned in this week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it, everybody. We'll catch you for the next one. Peace.
You forgot Frankie.
Wait, did I miss Frankie? Fuck, Frankie.
You can find me at Frankie Hovers everywhere. And don't forget to check out my at Flying Junkies crew holding it down. Big shout out to Beats by D. Got some new projects coming soon. Secret Project, new album, 2023 release. I'm stopping right there. Peace.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. We'll catch you for the next one.
No.
Peace.